out of 5, guys.
Today I'm going to show you guys how to shoot an AK pistol the right way. So none of this shit firing from the hip where you will miss everything, and none of this stuff where you will be, you know, hilarious, slow, and inaccurate and look stupid at the same time. What I'm going to show you is stuff that works at the distances that you saw in the intro here. Pretty easy to make long distance hits at a decent pace. So much so that the stock or the brace option on here, for the effective range of any of these guns, especially the short barrel, isn't super necessary. So here we go. We're not going to float the gun out in front of us. We're not going to do one of these, and we're not going to shoot from the hip. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to cheek the dust cover. The only thing that you need to do to your gun to be able to do this is install a lower 1/3 or 193 height optic. This is a lower 1/3 riser on a Holosun 403B. The package from Holosun comes in at like 150 bucks. So already you can do this to any gun that with a top pick rail, either on the dust cover or one of those Ultimac rails for the gas tube. You can do that, and that's about the same cost as a brace, but now you have an optic equipped gun too, which is an edge, right? I would always take this setup with this optic without a stock or a brace over an iron-sighted stocked or braced gun. And I'll show you footage why.
It's suppressed, so you can see we are running an adapter direct thread Omega 30 cal with a titanium flat cap.
All you need is this optic height, and that's going to allow you to cheek this gun right there. Now, right off the bat, let me just say, no, this is not going to kick your ass, and it's not going to punch you in the face if you do it correctly. What you guys are thinking I'm doing is this, and that would suck. Pressing that trigger would punch me in the face. What I am doing is this. The gun is pointed that way, and I am aligning my body with it, but putting my cheek next to the gun, so when it recoils, it can travel along my cheek without imparting energy into my face. I can actually clench down and press my cheek into that gun really hard, and it just moves less than an inch back and forth along my cheek. What is actually taking the recoil and distributing it through my body is what should, regardless of how you're shooting, whether it's a pistol, shotgun, rifle, stock, brace, or not, you should be capturing that energy with your hands and distributing it, dampening it with the muscles in your arms. These are your shock absorbers. If you don't do that, what you're doing is letting that force ride into your spine, and it jars your vision. And I'm sure some of you who have done the arms straight pistol awfulness understand that feeling, right? If it feels like your eyeballs are vibrating when you shoot, you are not dampening any of the recoil with your limbs. You're doing it all in your spine. So we're not doing that. What we are doing is applying pressure, either crushing the gun together or pulling and ripping the gun apart to allow our arms to absorb that force. What I find is I use both of those techniques. What works best for me when I am, let's say, inside of 25 yards and I'm focused more on getting fast splits and quick transitions, is that I will stretch the gun. I'm going to draw the gun like a bow while it is pressed against my cheek. So, boom, and I'm stretching the gun out right now. I find that that keeps the muzzle stable and makes the muzzle track faster back on target between splits. And then when I do precision work, more long-range stuff. So
300 yards. 300 yards here. Let me zoom you out. Gonna be hitting that big USPSA size steel with this guy, 7.62 by 39 cheek pistol. So a little bit of Merry Christmas shooting here. Ping. Ping. So 3 out of 4, pretty easy with this guy. There you go, guys.
like that. What I'm doing is actually compressing the gun and burying elbows into body, burying limbs into body, and really kind of crushing the gun with all points. My cheek, my fire control hand, and my support hand are all pressing into a centralized point in the gun, like that. And that gets me really stable. I actually find that when I am shooting an AK without a stock or without a brace, and even an AR, bare tube, that I have an easier time with some of the precision shooting positions, my favorite being rice paddy prone, so, you know, Slav squat. I find that the stock is actually in my way and creates points that make me blade my posture more, whereas without this, I can drop straight from my forward-facing, much more aggressive isosceles stance into RPP and not have to blade at all. I can just get behind the gun very easily, brace elbows inside of the thighs, and make fairly fast, fairly precise hits, especially for a 10-inch 7.62 by 39 build. $107 for the pair from High Compressed Ready, guys. If you are bracing this gun in your hands and on your cheek, you are allowing the gun to slide and you're dissipating that recoil over a longer time, making a softer platform. So you're dissipating that recoil through both of the hands and a tiny bit of stabilization with the cheek. Understand though, I'm not behind it, I am alongside that gun. Get out there and try it. And Merry Christmas to you guys. If you like this, as always, I'm gonna ask you, go to the Patreon page, throw me a few bucks so that I can keep getting cool guns to run for you guys, keep doing all the testing and stuff that's out there. And if you are a patron, then you know you get extras. So like gel tests, more in-depth discussions, and we chat back and forth a lot. Patrons, you guys rock, you kick ass, thank you. Chit-chatting with a few of you seems like all the time, and it's enjoyable. So thank you guys, have safe holidays, keep trading, stay safe.